Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Real and Raw with Ree. Happy Hump Day. We are on episode 64. So before I get into the topic, all that good stuff, let me just go ahead and say that this episode is not kid friendly. I repeat, this episode is not kid friendly. So pause it, save it for later, put your headphones in. Do whatever you need to do. But again, this episode is not kid friendly. So now that that is out the way, I told you guys to ask me some questions. Ask whatever you like. Get as deep as you like. If you wanted to ask about my childhood, from how I like it in the bedroom, it really didn't matter what you guys asked me, I was going to answer. But you had to tune in to this episode to hear my answers. So I'm going to be answering you guys' questions. I'm also going to be talking about some things that I might have seen on social media that I didn't want to do a whole episode about. So grab a glass of your favorite drink and let's get on into it. So y'all know how I like to start off my episode. I like to do a mental health check. So mentally, I would say that I am at a 10, if not beyond it. I know, finally. I had a good weekend. It was very chilled. I didn't do much. It's just been good. Like, I can't complain about anything. Of course, I'm tired, but that's nothing new. I won't even complain about that. It's just like, just get more sleep. So yeah, overall, I am wonderful. Like, I cannot complain. Everything has been going very good for me. I feel like I have a huge weight lifted off of my shoulders. So I guess you could say that's why I'm at a 10. Like, I just feel free mentally. Like, nothing is on my mind. Yeah, like, I just feel really light. Okay, so I'm good. And I hope that you guys are doing great as well. If you are not, my inbox is always open. You can email me. Talk to the Lord. I feel like I have prayed so much. Like, here lately, I have prayed so much. I just talk to the Lord and, like, really have a conversation with Him. And that's what I've been doing. And I just feel good and I'm trusting Him and all of that. So yeah, I'm at a 10. Like, talk to the Lord if you need to. Vent, write it down, all of that. Go talk to somebody, you know. Yeah, I really hope that you guys are doing well. Like, let me know, because I really want to know how you guys are doing. But overall, like I said, I hope that everyone is doing well. Um, I am ready for the temperatures to drop. Not too much. Like, it is getting cool outside, but I also don't like the cold either. Like, I don't like to freeze. I don't know how I survived in November. Like, I always say that, but I am so serious because I don't like the cold, but I do like the fall, like the leaves, the colors. I'm ready to put my beanie on, my hoodie. Like, I'm ready for that, but I'm not ready to freeze because I can't do that. And then it was like I thought that my iron was really low, but it's not. It's fine. But I'm always cold. Like, I am always freezing. I don't like the cold at all. I don't. And I'm pretty sure some of my listeners can relate. But yes, we are going to go ahead and get to the episode. I really hope that you guys are at a 10, if not more. But let's get on into the episode. So the first question that somebody asked me, it's kind of funny, but they asked me, do I sell content? No, I don't. I don't do that. Nothing against the girlies who do. But yeah, I don't do that. I just feel like, I don't know. I just don't do it. And speaking of selling content, we're going to talk about OnlyFans real quick. So I'm not against OnlyFans. Not against it at all. I feel like if you have I don't feel like just because you have an OnlyFans that you are up there getting naked. I don't believe that. I get why you would think that. Like, if somebody tell you they got an OnlyFans, you're gonna think like, oh, they up there naked, like they busting it open, like coochie all out. I I don't necessarily think that's what it is. Like if a dude told me that he had an OnlyFans or something like that, I would be like, what you up there doing? You know, I'm not gonna think like just automatically assume like he up there fucking or his penis swinging around. Like, no, because I feel like one of my best friends and I had this conversation, and he was like, that you got to be showing something or be like provocative or whatever for people to really get into your OnlyFans or whatever. And I told him, I said, I feel like if people like you and people like to see you, they're gonna go up there and listen or watch or whatever, whatever you're doing. So I told him I thought about like going up there and reading my erotic stories or whatever. And I said, now it's erotic, yes, but I don't feel like I have to be up there with like my coochie out or something like that. It's just funny to say coochie, but be up there with my vagina out and all of that. Like, let's just say it's like Halloween or something. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get up here and do like a naughty nurse story or whatever. So I have like on a little nurse outfit. You ain't gonna see my vagina, and you not gonna see like my ass because I'm gonna be sitting down. So you ain't gonna see none of that. Now you might see a little cleavage or whatever, but excuse me. That's nothing new. Like, I'm a cleavage girl. Everybody knows that. So yeah, that's nothing new. So to me, that's nothing. Like, it's not like nipples out or all of that. So yeah, but I told him, I said, shit, if I was like threw down in the kitchen, like my mama in the kitchen, what I would do is put on some little shorts or whatever, a nice little shirt or a tank top or something, put on my little apron and cook that way. I feel like if people like you, they are going to watch you. That's how I feel. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but I feel like if people like you, they are going to watch. Like, I feel like if I decide to do OnlyFans and all I'm doing is sitting up there reading my erotic stories, they're gonna watch. Like, the men are gonna watch. Like, that's how I feel. Okay, that's how I feel. And for one, it's erotic. Like, it's an erotic story. I'm not showing y'all my ass, my vagina, nothing like that. So yeah. Now, of course, seeing that I do gotta get into like the zone. If it's like let's just say, if I'm like, I'm gonna have my little sexy, seductive voice on, of course, and then like, if it's like a scene where I said like she moaned or something, or I moaned or whatever, I might do a little moan, but it ain't gonna be like no moan like if somebody really fucking the shit out of me. Like, it's not gonna be one of those. But yeah, so I don't know. I just feel like anything that you do, if the people like you, they are going to watch. That's how I feel. Yeah. So we kind of had some words about that. Not nothing bad, but yeah, we didn't agree when it came to that. But no, I do not sell content. I'm not against the people that do. I feel like, get it how you live it, if that's what you do. But a lot of men feel like, why would they buy your content if they can just go on a porn site and watch it for free? Which is true, but you're not watching her. She not up there. So I just feel like, yes, you can go see somebody else's vagina, then play with their vagina or whatever, but it's not her. So, but I mean, I get it, but I feel like if he is interested in you and you selling that content, he's going to buy it. Okay, but I don't know, shit, niggas out here buying the content. They are people out here. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. I see it all the time on Twitter. So people are out here still recording these videos for somebody. So, I mean, I don't do it, but I'm not against it. And I feel like if I had a man, I'm not against the OnlyFans thing either. Like, I would get up there with my man and put our little mask on. We would have a good old time. Okay, we would. We would have a good old time. I would say go record in like a hotel or something. But we would have a good time with our little mask on. You don't know who I am. Yeah. I like little videos like that where they have on like masks and shit. I think, that's sexy. I like it. But it was this couple that they had an Instagram. I'm pretty sure y'all done seen these people before. Cause they were like a real popular couple. Her name was Nancy. So it was like Nancy something on Instagram. And his name was Bald Guy or The Bald Guy or something like that on Instagram. And I loved when their videos came across my timeline. Cause it was like real, like intimate. Cause one of the videos were like, she was like stroking his beard and all of that. And he was like smoking his cigar. And then, I don't know if this was the same video or a different video, but she was like smoking the cigar, would put it in his mouth, and then they would kiss. And it was like real intimate. Then one of the videos, they were in the shower, he washing her hair. So yeah, it was real cute. And I was just like, you know what? I feel like they have amazing sex. Like, that's how I always felt like the chemistry was there. He just looked like he could handle her, like, pick her up. She wasn't a small girl, okay? If y'all know who I'm talking about, then you already know. But yeah, and he had some muscles on him, so he looked like he like throw her every which way. And I would have been here for it. So them, I would have watched their OnlyFans. Like, would have watched it. Even if they weren't up there having sex, like, I still would have watched it. Because, excuse me, it was the intimacy for me. So I don't feel like you necessarily have to be up there busting it open, like vagina all out, penis swinging left and right. Like, that's just me personally. I don't think that you got to be up there doing that. But, I guess that's what the people want to see. That's what y'all really paying for. But at the same time, that's like a nigga paying for your time. You ain't doing shit with him. He just paying for your time, probably paying your bills. And you ain't never slept with, kissed, nothing on this man. So it's kind of like he wants to do those things. He loves being in your presence, stuff like that. So if they want to see you, they are going to pay. They're going to spend the money. That's how I feel. Somebody asked me a really good question. They asked me, at this very moment in time, where are you in life professionally, spiritually? I'm assuming they were talking about relationship wise and financially. What would you tell your future self and what would you tell your past self? So professionally, I feel like, okay, yes, I'm working, but I would love, love, love to do my podcast like full time. And I feel like, you know how they say, if you're doing something that you love, it's not really a job. It'd be hard for me to make, I ain't gonna say it'd be hard for me to make time for my podcast because it's like, it's just like when I record after work, I be tired. Like, I was tired today, okay? I was at work on my break. I could not keep my eyeballs open. Like, after I ate, I could not keep my eyeballs open. Had my phone in my hand. And then next thing I know, my eyeballs opening. And I'm like, girl, like, your phone could have fell out your hand. You would have been embarrassed. Child. So, yeah, but I would love to do my podcast full time. Full time. If I want to go to work, cool. I have that option. But I would love to just do my podcast full time. I think I would love it. So yeah, that's my goal, is to be able to just wake up, record my podcast, have episodes lined up for weeks and all of that. So that's the goal for me. To be completely honest, my podcast, I want to continue to write my erotic stories, publish some books. Like, I've always wanted to do that, and I feel like I just gotta really put that work in, same way I did with my podcast. I really sat down, took the time out, and put the work in, and here we are, 64 episodes in, y'all. So, yeah, I just gotta get on it when it comes to my writing. Spiritually. So I have been praying a lot more lately, like a lot. I feel like I have grown closer to God. I talk to him every day on a daily, okay? In the morning when I'm getting ready for work, I talk to him. If it's just like, I'm not going to say if it's something on my mind, but if I'm just sitting there, I'll just stop and talk to him. You know, tell him what's on my mind, how I'm feeling, thank him, all of that. I just feel so much closer to him. I feel like, I don't know, I feel really light. Like, you know how they say, like, pray about it, let it go, and let God. I feel like I've done that with so many things lately that I just feel so at peace. Like, I feel like nothing is on my back. I feel good. Okay, I feel really, really good. That's why I tell y'all, like, if you are going through something and you are a spiritual person, I would say talk to the Lord. Even if you're not, I would still say talk to him. If you don't know how, just say how you feel. He's always listening. So just say how you feel. Be honest, okay? Be vulnerable. Tell him how you feeling. Thank him for everything. Don't just always go to him when you want something. Or you want him. Yeah, when you want something, want him to do something and all of that. No, you have to go to him to thank him for everything that he has done. Everything that he's in the process of doing. Everything that he will do in the future. Even the things that have happened to you, you don't know why they happened. It might not have been good, but thank him because you made it through it. That's how I feel. Okay, that's what I do. But yeah, I feel a lot closer to him, and I love that for me. So yeah, and I listen to my gospel music. Okay, I don't play about that. I love me some gospel music, like blasted, sung on repeat. If I happen to miss a part, I'm going back. So yeah, that's where I'm at spiritually. So the next thing, like I said, I think you meant like on a relationship level. But if you didn't, like, and I got this part wrong, like, just reach back out to me and I will correct it and all of that. I will put a little part in on the next episode and answer your question. But yeah, so I'm single. I don't know the last time that I have went on a date, which is crazy because I'm just sitting here like, not really crazy. It's just that I don't know, because I don't know. It's, I keep being about to say it's crazy, but it's not crazy though, because I really haven't been out here like that, like really talking to nobody or anything like that. I really just be to myself, honestly. If I'm not at work, at home, sleeping, like, I am to myself. I'm out the way, not checking for nobody. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it, honestly. So I haven't really been pressed to go out here, meet somebody, go on a date, and all of that. I just have not. I've just been to myself. I like it that way. I mean, it would be good to have a person, you know, that you go to for everything, loving, caring, all of that. But yeah, I'm not really pressed to meet nobody new. I just hate the whole getting to know somebody else over, same routine that if you over. Like, I am good on that. It's not at the top of my list right now at all. So I'm good on it. If you come with like pure intentions, cool, but you never really know, and I really don't have time to be trying to figure that out. So if you are in my life right now, um, you lucky, babes. You lucky. Cause I don't know. I just been kind of distancing myself from people, to be completely real. And yeah, I don't be outside to meet nobody. Okay, I don't be outside. I am just, like I said, if I'm not at work, if I'm not in my bed sleeping, I'm chilling. I'm to myself, and I love my sleep. Okay, so that's why I'm single, and yeah. Okay, so where am I at financially? Financial freedom and financial security is very, very, very important to me. So I'm working on that. Like, I pray for that on a daily, and that I do not misuse and abuse anything that I prayed for. Like, it is very important at the top of my list. Like, that's all I want. I'm not there yet. Not even close to being there. But that's just where I am. Like, I want to be able to, I want to be financially free and financially secure to the point where if it's like $800 or something, I ain't got to go look at my bank account because I know it's there times 10, you know, in the check-ins. And then with the savings, it's like, okay, once I buy the $800 thing, I ain't gotta go transfer money. I know I got a whole bunch of money there. So that's where I'm trying to be at financially. Yeah, financially, that's where I want to be. So I'm just continuing to do what I gotta do to make it happen for myself, because that is very important. And I'm tired of going and clocking in at somebody else's job. Like, I'm tired of it. So that's another reason why I feel like I gotta really get on my shit when it comes to my podcast stuff, because I feel like I really do this. Okay? I feel like my podcast is great, that I put the work in, I do what I need to do. So I feel like if a person is like, oh, I don't really F with your podcast, I don't know why you wouldn't. But I mean, I respect it. Just don't, say nothing to me. Don't go out the way. Don't do too much. So yeah, I respect it though. If you're like, it's not your cup of tea, that's cool. Um, yeah, it is what it is, honestly. I respect it. But I know I handle my shit at the end of the day. And I do what I do. That's why it's growing. Y'all keep coming over here. So, yeah, I thank you. I appreciate you. I always love questions like this. Like, what would I tell my future self? I would tell my future self to stay on her shit. Like, that's what I would tell my future self. Like, start planning. Continue to write your stories. Continue to do what you do. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. So, yeah, just continue to put God first. Do what you do. Never give up. The same way that you did your shit when it came to your podcast, continue to try to do that when it comes to anything that you are trying to do. It doesn't matter what it is, like your writing, whatever. Get out of your own way, because you talented as fuck. Okay? If you read my stories, then you know. But yeah, continue to do what you do. Don't hold back. What would I tell my past self? I would tell my past self to give yourself grace. Realize that throughout life you are going to F up, but you have to forgive yourself. You have to keep going. You are not perfect. Um, just take your time, okay? You don't have to put a time. You don't have to put a time stamp on everything, like or time limit on everything. You don't have to be like, oh, excuse me, I need to be engaged by 23. I need to be married by 25. Cut that out. Cut that out. And I have always been a person where I'm like, well, I don't want kids after such and such. Now that I didn't start thinking about that till I got a little older, but um yeah, just give yourself grace, be patient with yourself. It'll be okay. It will be okay. Life goes on. You will be all right. Don't let it get you down. If it does, just continue to push forward and do what you do. In the future, you will be doing the damn thing. So relax. It's okay. So somebody asked me when was the last time I masturbated. I honestly have no idea. Like, I haven't really been in the mood. So I'm gonna say like I doubt that it was last week. I doubt it. I'm gonna say like the week before that, which seems like a long time for me. It really does, cause I'm a girl where I'm like, I can do it every day. But I want to say like 2 weeks ago. I think I don't even know, honey. I really don't, and that's just crazy to say. It really is. I don't know. I just haven't been in the mood. It's like my sex drive. Like I can have sex, so we ain't even gonna say that. My masturbation drive. That's what we're gonna say. It like I don't know. Sex drive too. I guess you could say it like varies. It goes up, down. Excuse me. Sometimes it's really high. Sometimes it's really low. Um. Excuse me. I'm hungry, but and I keep smelling pizza, which is crazy. I do want pizza, but maybe that's why I smell it. But back on track. Um, I sound so fat saying that, but yeah, it varies for me. Like sometimes, like it was like not too long ago. I was like, damn, is something wrong with me? Like I'm not horny. I don't want to masturbate. So I was honestly thinking something was wrong with me, to be honest. But then it was like, okay, I think I was like bored, so I masturbated, and then it was like, okay, whatever. But I haven't really been in the mood to masturbate. Like, haven't been in the mood. I ain't even gonna say I ain't even been in the mood for sex because I can have sex whenever. But like masturbate, I ain't really been in the mood or thought about it. I should say I'm not even gonna say been in the mood, but I haven't really thought about it. But yes, I guess my sex drive, well, masturbation drive is real low. But yeah, I could always feel some penis. So yeah. I'm just interrupting y'all real quick to make sure that whatever platform that you are listening to my podcast on, whether that be YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever it may be, make sure that you like this episode. Make sure that you follow my podcast. And let's get back on into the episode. So someone asked like what would make me end a relationship, and this kind of ties into what I saw on social media recently. Somebody else also asked what's unforgivable in a relationship, so they kind of go hand in hand. If you, it's not even, well, it is cheating because it's just not that though, but it kind of is because I feel like trust is very important. So if you cheat on me, the trust is out the window, and I feel like once I don't trust you, it's just over with. Like we might as well just call it quits if I don't trust you. And I'm not really, I ain't gonna say I'm not really one for the whole rebuilding that trust thing because I will give you a chance, but it's just like I don't want to be thinking like, damn, are they doing this? Are they doing that? Are they really what they said they is? They fucking with this girl again? Are they still talking to her? I don't want to have to be checking shit because I don't go through your stuff and I don't check your stuff unless you give me a reason to. And when you give me a reason, like, to me, that's it. Once you give me a reason, like, I don't want to be that girl, like, um, really clocking you and all that. Like, that's not my vibe. I don't want to do that. So, yeah, cheating on me, but it's like, what will make me leave you and what's unforgivable is if you have a fucking baby on me. Like, that's unforgivable for me. Like, if you are my man, we locked in, and you have a baby on me, like, I can't forgive that. It's over with. Like, the relationship is over. It's no need to even try to beg to keep me or nothing like that. Like, it's over from there, because it's no. I don't feel like I could forgive that. Of course, if I did, I would love that child as if they were my own. I would not treat them any differently because of your mistake. Because kids are innocent at the end of the day, so I would never do that. That I'm gonna talk about that. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that. But yeah, you having a baby on me, it's a wrap. It's over. Yeah, I don't care how much I love you. Like, I'm gonna have to let you go. Excuse me. So that brings me to Rashida from Love and Hip Hop. I'm pretty sure y'all know who she is. I don't really know if the men might know who she is, but I don't really know how to explain her. But she has a husband named Kurt, right? And he had a baby on her. And it's just like, I don't know. I just don't understand. Like, I feel like he just keeps dragging her through the mud. And then what makes it worse is that the baby mama is on the show. And of course, it's like a little storyline thing. So I get it. But it's like, you can't really be mad at this woman, especially if she didn't really know about you. Like, you can't be mad at her. And then again, even if she did know about you, you cannot pretty much focus all your anger over there, because she don't owe you shit. It's up to your husband, your man. Like, he owes you that loyalty. She does not. I'm not saying that it's okay for women to be out here fucking on other people, man or whatever. What I'm saying is, your man owes you that loyalty. Your man is supposed to be like, nah, I got a woman, I'm good, all of that. Now, if she keep pressing, he can go get you and you can handle that. Now, I don't know why a woman would keep pressing unless she done heard about the dick on the street, or unless you just that fine that she can't let you go. But if she ain't never had you, it's like, girl, what's wrong? So, I don't know, but I just feel like, and like Scrappy said, I don't know how many seasons ago, he said it does, and he said this to her face. He said it doesn't matter what this man does, she's not going to leave him. And I keep seeing that clip replay, and it just keeps popping up on my timeline because of the truth. Like, and I was telling my sister the other day when I was telling her about that situation, I said that is exactly why I understood what one of the Braxtons said when I think it was the mom or Tony, I don't know which one, but they were like, if you are not going to leave your man, you're not ready to leave him, let that man cheat in peace. And I agree. Let him cheat in peace. There's no need for you to be breathing down his neck, smelling his dick, trying to see if you see lipstick on his shirt, checking his phone, driving yourself fucking nuts if you not gonna leave him. Like, if you find some evidence and you just gonna be pissed, fuss at him for like an hour, and then drop your drawers like 2-3 hours later, what was the point? What was the point for real? So I don't really get it. And that's the same, like I said, you can find out that he cheating on you. You can go beat the girl up. But it's like, okay, he might fuck you to sleep and go ice her eye. Like, and then fuck her. So what we really doing? It's like, just because you beat this girl up doesn't mean that he is going to stop fucking with her. She could probably be like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. And he probably like, come on, man, da da da, whatever. That doesn't mean that he gonna stop fucking with her because you beat her up. And then somebody said one time, well, she'll stop messing with him once I keep beating her up. But you gonna keep beating her up, but continue to drop your drawers for him. Like, it makes no sense. It doesn't. And I'm not saying that you need to put your hands on him, but it's just like, why are you still fucking on him and you still laying up with him, you with him, but you know he doing you dirty, but you mad at these women? Like, it doesn't make any sense. That's where women lose me. Like, it's stupidity. I don't get it. Because Rashida, and then you have her friends, like the girl, the baby mama, showed the receipts of him still trying to mess with her when she was pregnant and all of that. And she showed the receipts or whatever, and Rashida's friends are like, oh, it's a name scratched out or a part of the text scratched out. Mind you, it was only one word that was scratched out, and they was like, oh, that's not no receipt. Yes, it is. It is. And then this is how I feel, okay? When you are trying to see who's telling the truth, seeing that the baby mama has texts from such and such date and she still has them, you need to ask him for his phone, and you need to go to that date that she's at and see if them texts match up. And if they delete it, he lying. Like, that's all you gotta do. That is all you have to do. And you know what else? Ladies, or men, okay, either one. If you go through your partner's phone, this is what you do. I don't even know if I should be saying this, but this is what you do. If you go through their phone or you see something like on the home screen or whatever, and it's from someone of the opposite sex, somebody that you shouldn't be talking to, whatever, a little date nap, whatever, take a picture of it on your fucking phone. Take a picture of it on your phone. Okay? Make sure that they can see that is their phone, okay? But make sure that picture is clear so that when they go through their phone later and they try to delete it, or you bring it to their attention, be like, let me see your phone or whatever, and they own it and they start deleting shit, baby, you already got the evidence. I did it before, okay? But yeah, that's not me no more. That's not some shit that I'm doing. I can't see myself doing that. I feel like I'm too old for that, okay? I'm 30, but I feel like I'm too old. Like, that's some 21, 18-year-old games. Once you get, like, in your mid-20s, 26, 27, and up, we not doing it. That's some kiddie stuff, and I know people like to be in toxic situations and relationships. They think it's cute and all of that. Baby, no. I'm trying to be at peace, be happy. I'm not trying to be in no toxic situation and having to stress and all of that, and like have a nigga chase me and I gotta chase him and we arguing, embarrassing ourselves. Like, no. I'm trying to be happy. I want someone to add to my happiness and all of that, and I want to add to his. Okay, that's it for me. So yeah, if you have a baby on me, you out the door. That's it. So someone asked me, like, would a Pisces and a Scorpio make a great couple? I don't know anything about a Pisces. Honestly, I had to look up y'all birthday. But I be forgetting people's birthdays when I stop dealing with them or whatever. So I honestly don't know. But I did read up on a Pisces or whatever. And it did have Scorpio up there. But it said since we are kind of the same low-key, like personality-wise. So I don't know. I try to not really go, excuse me. I try to not really go off of zodiacs unless I've like dealt with you, but I don't feel like every Pisces might be the same. Like, I don't think every Scorpio is the same, so like sexually, yeah, but outside of that, like personality wise, I don't really think so. So I don't know. I would have to like get to know a Pisces or whatever and see your personality, what you really about. Cause I don't think I know any, to be honest. I'm trying to think of people's birthday, but it's like too many folks. So yeah, I don't really know anybody's birthday that is a Pisces. So, not a man anyway. So, yeah, I'm sitting here thinking about Scorpios and how they are. I've ran into a few Scorpios or whatever. So yeah, I feel like everybody's different because I'm like a introvert to myself, mysterious and all of that. But then you have some Scorpios that are really like out there and all of that. And then people like to compare like October Scorpios to November Scorpios and all of that. So I wonder, is it the same with every zodiac sign? You know, like, because I saw that it was like from February 19th to March 20th. So it's like, is it a difference between the February Pisces and the March Pisces? Like, I don't know. You would have to tell me that. Like, do y'all like compare? You know, so I don't know. I would have to. We're both water signs, so I would have to talk to a Pisces male, like just to see what he about and go from there. So someone asked me when was the last time I had sex, and it's funny because somebody was like, when they asked me what the topic was for this week, and I told them, and they were like, I'm pretty sure that all your questions or most of them are going to be sexual. I like that it's balanced out. Um, but yeah, I was expecting y'all to ask sexual questions. Like, come on. I was expecting it anyway. But last time I had sex was a few days ago. Um, it was great. It really was. It was good. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, sex drive, I don't know, cuz it's like I don't really, cuz me being a Scorpio, I'm very 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 sexual, and some days it's like really really high, and then other days it's like non-existent, and I feel like lately it has really been non-existent. But when you get around a certain person, it's just like you already know what's gonna happen, like what's going down. So I don't care if it's non-existent. Non-existent to me is just like, it's not up, it's not down. If I want to have sex, I'm gonna have sex. If I don't, I'm not. But like, I wasn't for or against it as far as like, okay, I know I gotta have sex. That's not how I was feeling. And I wasn't feeling like, oh no, I know I'm not having sex. It was just like, okay, attracted to this person. If we do it, we do it. And we did it, and it was great. So, yeah, it was good. Like, no complaints at all. So, yeah, that's the last time I did it. So, I actually saw this question on social media, and it was, would you date a man that waited 90 days before he spent money on you? Um, Although I am a woman that is like, when we go on our first date, you have to pay. I would date him. Like, I would still get to know him. I feel like as long as he told me that up front, so I'm not expecting him to pay for the first date, because if he never tells me anything about it and we go on this first date and they're like, well, I think usually when it's a woman and a man, they don't even ask you about the checks. But if they bring one check and then he's like, oh, it's gonna be two checks, I'm gonna be looking like, oh no, baby, you won't see me again. Like, that's just how I feel. But it doesn't even matter if the date went really 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 well. I'm still gonna be like, oh no, he not gonna see me again based off of you not paying for the first date and you didn't tell me that up front. But if you're on some um yeah, I have this 90-day rule where I don't come out of my pocket for dates and shit like that. I'm gonna be okay with it. It's cool. Just be consistent, keep the dates going and all of that, and have good conversation, good chemistry and all of that. I'm with it. I don't feel like after that first date, I don't feel like the man is obligated to pay for the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dates. So yeah, I don't see an issue with it. Just tell me up front and we can go from there. Now, what would be crazy? And this is just my way of thinking because I think about it from every which way. Is if you get to the 90 day and he hasn't spent a dime on you and then he like ghosts you or something. Like I wouldn't know how to feel after that. Like he know day 91 is coming up. Like we right here. And then he just ghosts you, like never talk to you again. I would just I wouldn't even I don't know if I would feel like I wasted my time, but it's just like, damn, I've been going 90 days talking to you, and I probably only been talking to you, especially if the chemistry is there, vibes are good, all of that. I'm pretty sure I'm only talking to you, and I would feel some type of way. I would be pissed. Like I would see what you about though. Okay, so next time somebody would come around with that 90-day mess, I'm be like, I don't know, I'm be a little hesitant, okay? Because it's like, okay, you get to 91, then you gone, because you don't want to spend no coins. So, hopefully that wouldn't be the case, though, because it's like, how old are you? So, yeah, but I would date a dude that had a little 90-day rule. That's cute. Yeah, it's cute. So, I would continue to talk to him. I don't see the issue. So, I also seen this one on social media. A woman said if she has to go 50-50 with her man, she would go fuck another man for her half. And when I read that, I had to read it again. Because I was just like, what woman in their right mind would say some shit like that? Like, why would you do that? You selling your coochie for half of the money. And then you think your man's supposed to lay it with you after you just went to fuck off for some money? No, like, no. If that's the case, baby, you might as well be single. So you ain't gotta fuck no man for some money. I don't get it. And, like, I don't get that. I think that's stupid as hell. And I feel like, is that your way of trying to get the man to be like, no, I don't want you to go out here and do that. I got it. I got it. Ain't no grown-ass man in his right-ass mind going to say that or do that. Like, no. His shit will be gone. When you fix your lips to say that, I can promise you, when you walk, before you even probably walk out that door, or to avoid confrontation, when you walk out that door, I promise you that man's shit will be gone before you get back. Before you get back. And I just wonder, like, how often, like, people who be fucking around on prostitutes, and I'm pretty sure escorts have to get tested and all of that, I'm pretty sure. But people who be fucking around with, like, strippers, I don't even want to include strippers in there. I ain't gonna include them. People who be messing around with, like, prostitutes and whatnot, how often do y'all get tested? Like, because I'm pretty sure it's not after every fuck. So how often do y'all get tested? Because it's just like, yeah, you don't know. I'm just sitting here thinking, like, how many things done been inside this woman before you got to her, like, in one night. Because don't they go back on the street after they get out the car? They still have to stand on the street, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I don't know. I only seen the movies now. I don't know nothing. I ain't never did it. Don't plan on doing it. But yeah, don't they go back out on the street? Because I'm pretty sure it's not like, oh, I just make me a quick 50, time to go to the house and shower and all of that and pop back out here. I'm pretty sure that's not how that works. And it's just crazy because it's like, if you really had some amazing sex or something with a guy before and now you sweaty, like vagina sweaty, you about to go stand on the street and give it up to somebody else? No. I I just hope that people who are out here messing with prostitutes and all of that, that y'all are getting tested. Like, and that reminds me of this video that was going around on Facebook where the dude, I don't know what type of infection, I don't know what he had going on with his penis. I don't know. It was like bumpy, and I mean, those shits were huge. And I don't know, and it was like his thing was soft, but it just looked so nasty. And then for you to get on the internet and then be like, let me show y'all this, and this is what such and such did to me. I mean, he said the girl's name, but it's just like, he did say he don't give a F, and, you know, I guess he didn't really care about how his penis looked to us, but he gonna expose the girl or whatever. But it's just like, baby, I would have kept that off. Like, if my coochie had like these big ass bumps around it and all of that, baby, you think I'm gonna go record to expose a man, have my vagina just spread open, bumpy and all? No, and no, it just looked like, I ain't even gonna get into details, because some of y'all might be listening. So I'm not even gonna get into details, but no, no, y'all just got to get tested. And somebody was talking about this, I think, on a podcast, where they were like, they told somebody that they were at the doctor or whatever, and they were like, they just getting like a annual little checkup or whatever. So they were like, they told the dude, I think he asked what was wrong with them, and that's when they said that. So they were like, you know, you're supposed to get like a physical or a little checkup or whatever. And he was like, what? So he was like, there's nothing wrong with him or whatever. And immediately I would have been like, oh, so your dick got to be about falling off before you go see what's wrong with it. Like, go get tested. And that's why I ain't going to say I hate it, but I just always find it funny and weird. If I go to the doctor and I'm texting somebody and we having a conversation, and I tell them that I'm at the doctor, I'm on my way or something like that, and they be like, what's wrong with you? Why does something have to be wrong? Like, do you wait till you feel a burn or itch before you go get checked out? Make sure everything is good. Like, I don't know. I just always thought that was a weird question. Like, what's wrong? Nothing. Just getting checked out, making sure that everything is good with me, that I'm not about to burn or anything like that. Like, no, I don't know. Maybe that's just a thing where people just like, what's wrong with you? Nothing. I don't know. I don't ask people that. I just be like, oh, well, I hope your visit goes good or whatever. Like, I don't know. I just don't be asking like what's wrong, because I don't feel like nothing has to be wrong. And for those of you that wait till your dick about to hit the ground or your vagina is on fire before you go get tested and go get checked out, let's get it together, babes. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. Thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Real and Raw with Ree. Make sure that you guys rate, share, comments, do my polls and Q&As that can only be found on Spotify. Spotify only. Make sure that you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, get my streams up. Click the link in the description box to support my podcast. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.